Welcome back. Today we're going to be making the blank for the CO2 dragster. Now on our home screen, we're going to go to classes, go to our class and go to our design, selecting our CO2 dragster blank. From the last lesson, we looked at front, top and right plane. For today's lesson, we're going to go to right plane to start our drawing for our blank. Going up to Sketch Tool, we're going to select the right plane to draw upon. We're going to select the center point rectangle, going to the center of our screen to measure out. Our bottom measurement will need to be 305. Our top measurement will be 70, and that is the size of the blank before it cuts into a triangle. Now we need to select the line tool. We're going to measure up 20 millimeters, but we don't have to put the measurement exactly in because we can change it by using our keypad. Now we're going to do up to the top right-hand corner to finish off our dragster blank sketch. We can remove the other lines by going to Trim Tool and removing those lines. All right, now we need to turn it into a 3D object. As you can see, we only have a 2D sketch. So to do that, we need to go to Finish Sketch by ticking the green box. Shape should be all shaded in. And we're going to extrude. We're going to go symmetric. We can select the face that we want to extrude. If it's not shaded in, it will not be able to be extruded. Value to the thickness of our timber, which will be 40 millimeters. Screen tick when you're happy with your design. I'm going to quickly click to take an isometric view of our blank. We're going to now go to the back end of our blank to create the hole for the CO2 cannon. We're going to go back to the Sketch Tool using the back view and the back plane or face to start our sketch. Finding the middle, we might draw a quick line down from the middle. You'll see the two dotted lines saying that that's following the middle line. And then we're going to create another line horizontal from the middle. And we can see that dotted line coming across. That means that we know we're in the middle. We're going to select the circle tool and selecting that dot in the middle to create our circle. We don't have to be exact. We can change that measurement with our keypad. Using the trim tool to remove the lines you don't need, then press the green tick to finish the sketch. We're going to now use the extrude function again. Selecting the circle to extrude. But you'll notice that we are adding, and we have a little thing up the top saying that this can't be done because we're trying to add a cylinder to a already object. So we're going to remove, selecting that option and pressing OK. Change the measurement to 50 millimeters. That's the depth of our hole. There we go. That is the hole for the CO2 blank. Now we're going to work out where our tires or our axles are going to go. Select Sketch Tool. We're going to select the face of the side of our blank on the right-hand view. We're going to use a line tool or a line across. This is where the middle of the holes of the axles are going to go. We're going to make sure it is 5 mils from the bottom. We do this by using the dimension tool and then changing the value. We're going to use center rectangle tool to create a box of where these holes can lie. Our holes are going to be 3.5 mil in diameter, so this rectangle needs to be 3.5 in width. We use the dimension tool to change that value again. We're going to take the rectangle about 15 mils away from the front edge, and there's the rectangle where our hole is going to sit on the front. We're going to do the same at the back. So using our center rectangle tool on that line, using dimension tool to change our values to 3.5. And our distance from our back edge, 20 mils. There we go. Now we need to work out where on this line our holes for our axles are going to sit. So looking back at your plan, where would they best fit? This is the original plan. Which is 40 mils from the front. $60 mil from the back. Now that we have our two circles for our holes, we press the green tick for OK. Zoom right in, find our hole, and we're going to select both sections and both holes. As again, we can see we're adding material, so we need to go back up to remove. And we're going to remove all the material all the way through. No depth worrying about, just all the way through. And that is our blank created. And let's look at it in an isometric view before we finish.